Hi, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah. As always, we have a fabulous show for you, spotlighting some local businesses. We have a special celebrity guest later in the show for National Preparedness Month, so you want to stick around for that. And right now, if you're a cat owner or thinking of becoming one, you're going to want to listen to our next guest. These folks have been in business 30 years in Madison and put in over 151 hours of training every year in veterinarian care specifically for cats. And this is Dr. Kat Luther, who is with Cat Care Clinic. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I'm excited to talk about your business and learn a little bit more about it, but it's a veterinary clinic, but there's so much that you do. It really is different from some of the other veterinary clinics in the area. Share with us kind of the overview.
Well, we're the only clinic in the Madison area that only sees cats. Everyone's always surprised when it's just cats, but once you get familiar with the clinic and you learn how we flow and how we run, you realize that it's really the ideal scenario for cats. Cats naturally get very scared at the vet. Sounds and smells can get them riled up pretty quickly. So everything we do throughout the whole hospital is focused on just easing the stress of cats and being able to really examine them and diagnose them without stressing them out.
It's such a good point because cats, I'm sure, are incredibly intimidated by the sound of a big dog or something like that going when they're already nervous and in their outside of their element. You have several people on staff at the clinic and a lot of different folks that looks like that makes this place run. What kinds of folks do you employ?
Well, we have, obviously, there's 4 veterinarians that work at the Cat Care Clinic, all just devoted their lives to cats. Certified veterinary technicians that train specifically to be vet techs, but then they've decided to focus only on cats. And then the front desk, client communicators, and the people that work in the back. Everyone is hardcore cat people, and we're really tight and just obsessed about cats and doing the best thing for them and making sure that people are comfortable and educated. It's a great crew.
You hear the terms sometimes like a cat person or a dog person. This is a clinic filled with cat people, which is what you want for your cat, your pets.
Totally.
What does somebody expect the first time they bring a cat in?
Well, a lot of people get really nervous. They'll even call us if they've never been there and just say, oh, my cat just freaks out at the vet. They avoid even going for checkups because it's such a stress to see their cat in that state. So, the minute they come in, they're brought into an exam room. There's no waiting in the waiting room where the cat starts getting nervous and riled up. And then we have long appointments. We really get to know the cat's environment, their feeding routine, other cats, people, because cats, they're naturally wild animals, so to keep indoor cats especially, which most cats in Madison are, there's a lot that needs to be taken into account. So we have long appointments where we really get to know the situation. It's not just in and out for a vaccine. We really are comprehensive.
No kidding. Some of the lists of services that you have, really incredible. And for cat owners out there, what would be, I'm sure you've got so many tips and tricks that you've learned over the years, but if you could pick one bit of advice, what would it be?
Probably not to get a cat if you think it's an easy animal to have. That's definitely a misconception because a lot of the cats that people get and think, oh, I can leave every weekend, the cat's fine, they really need interaction and stimulation to avoid a lot of the problems like, scratching or peeing out of the litter box. Like a lot of that is from, just boredom and not enough stimulation of what the natural cat instinct wants. So, and we educate people on that, and it's a fun appointments. I think people enjoy coming, and we really get to know people and their cats.
No kidding. Wow, really fun learning a little bit about the business. I have a feeling there's a lot more avenues we could go down
Yeah, we
to
could talk all
talk
day.
about cats, but I love cats, and I love that you have this specialty clinic for folks out there. And of course, your name is Cat, so it all just comes together.
Yep.
Dr. Kat Luther with Cat Care Clinic, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. We've got more after this.